Hey everybody, it's Jim with Triple J Bricks. Welcome back to another video. This is part 3 of our massive Chaska LEGO haul, the biggest haul in terms of piece count that and price that I've ever spent, and the most parts I've ever gone through to put sets back together, I guess at any given time. Yeah, with all those caveats out of the way, we are going to start to look at some Star Wars sets today. I think I'm going to try to knock out a couple of the larger Star Wars sets that we're going to piece together and get listed, and I think that will help get some of these parts paired back, because I'm really excited to see what is going to be left when this is all said and done. Once the instruction manuals that I know that there are some sets here, what's left, because I know in the last video, so if you haven't checked out the video series, I'll post it up here. But I know I mentioned last time that I was going to do the Bionicle, but I started to go down the Bionicle path. I was finding that there just wasn't that many. So I'll show you what I have so far, but I'm not that I don't have the sets. There's definitely pieces, but when a set is only like 50 pieces and you're missing, or even less, and you're missing like 12 or 13, might be worth just parting out, especially when they're larger, chunky pieces that really affect the integrity of the set. You know, it's not like, oh, I'm missing a couple small tiles or something. I'm missing like large kind of important pieces, I guess. So I think most of that stuff's gonna get parted out, but I'll show you what we have here. But first, a few Bricklink orders. All right, this order is going out to Kex Bricks, and Kex Bricks is a viewer and said, love the videos, hope this will free up a little bit of space from the recent hauls. Thank you so much for watching the videos and supporting the channel. You did clear me out of all my 1x3, all of these 1x1x3, or 1x1x4s. All of my 1x4 bricks and all of my 1x6 in light bluish gray, a couple of CMFs, all of my sand green 1x6 bricks as well, and most of my gemstones. So thank you so much for the order. I really appreciate the support. This order is from David Hyatt for $7.08. Bunch of city figs, which is cool to see those leaving the store, and some kind of older parts. These are all old brown, old gray, so thank you so much. And this is from Comet 105 for $10.72. Bunch of minifigure parts. Thank you. This order is going out to Karen A for $15.71. Thank you so much, Karen. This is going out to Bailey Mac for $9.11. Most of that is this Scala mug, which is very cool. Found that in a random lot. And then these two lightsaber hilts that are in the chrome. This is going out to Isa for $9.74. All of my 1x4 red bricks are out of the store currently. I think I'm out of white too. This is 94 of them cleared out. Actually 96. I threw a couple extras in there because there was 96 in the bag. They bought 94. Just gonna toss in the rest because, yeah. So some white tiles, a bunch of red stuff. My guess is they're probably building something with red in it, if I had to guess. Thank you so much for the order. I appreciate it. So here is 8984, and I'll put an image of what this set looks like up on screen so you can see it, but this is a Bionicle, like, mech set, and I'm missing like 3 or 4 pieces from this. Nothing super crazy, so this one will probably get listed. And these aren't going for that much money, but they're big chunky pieces that I kind of would like to get out of the store. They're also not super valuable on their own. Most of these Bionicle sets part out for essentially the same or even sometimes less value than just selling them whole. So I think it's just better to get this stuff out of here because, you know, space is at a premium. So I'll get rid of that one probably. And then this is 2233, another Bionicle mech. This is another one that I was able to mostly piece together, just missing a few pieces that I don't think are that problematic. So yeah, but I probably did another 4 or 5 that just weren't worth putting together. So those will get parted out into the store. But let's move on to the Star Wars stuff. Okay, the ARC 170 Starfighter. Here it is. Yeah. I have already listed it, and it is bagged up. I absolutely forgot to get footage after I built it when it's in its full form. So, there it is. Oh man, sometimes I am so bad at this. Anyway, I'm sure you could Google some images of what this looks like. It's pretty cool. Here it is in the back of the instruction manual. It has some cool features. Just missing a couple things. I'm missing a sticker on one of the windscreens, and I'm missing several of the hinge pieces. I replaced them with white. The dark red, as well as brittle brown, but the dark red was also pretty brittle in this time period of LEGO. And yeah, so these hinge pieces here, yeah, several of those are broken, so I had to replace them. But other than that, it's complete. So this is listed on eBay. Well, you're not going to believe this, or maybe you will believe it. I did the same thing on the Wampa Cave set. I literally bagged this up, put it away, listed it, went downstairs and realized, why didn't I get footage of it built? Anyway, here's the Wampa Cave. It's taken apart. I'm not gonna like take it back out of the bag. Anyway, the figs are all there. You can hear my dogs around in the background. The figs are all there. The Wampa is there complete. The only thing I'm missing is the skeleton from the set. And then, what else was I missing? The underside of the plate on the ship. It was supposed to be a light bluish gray. I had to replace it with, or no, it was supposed to be white. I had to replace it with black because I couldn't find a white one. And then I'm missing the sticker piece that's on one of the windscreens in the back there. Is this gonna focus? Right there, that back one. So, yeah, sorry I'm really bad at this, but the Wampa Cave is also done and listed. Finally, I remembered to film it before putting it away, taking it apart, and putting it back. This is, what is the set number on this? This is 8017 Darth Vader's TIE Fighter. Comes with the Darth Vader minifig. If you remember back when I showcased the minifigure video, unfortunately his helmet was here, but there was a crack in it to the point where it just doesn't even stay on. So unfortunately that won't be part of it. And I'm currently missing the dish piece that goes on top of here. It's got to be around here somewhere. Literally every other piece is here, including all the other sticker elements. So I think it's probably here, but this was actually a really, really cool build to build his TIE Fighter. There's the cockpit. Yeah, I don't know. It's small. It's nothing crazy. I don't know if this is beloved in the Star Wars lore, but it's a really neat set, and it was a fun little build to put together. It was also really easy to pull because everything was either dark bluish gray, light bluish gray, or black. So the Star Wars things are actually great, and a bunch of big pieces kind of came out of here, like these big curved elements and a bunch of plates and things. So cool to get this one out, and it went pretty quickly. So I'll probably just wait until I can find that dish piece, or see if I can find it, because that would be nice to have this whole set complete. Minus the helmet, of course, but there it is. All right, this is the last Star Wars set, or at least the one that I'm going to be not parting out, that I have all of the parts for, or most of the parts, and the manual. And so this will get listed. This is 8085, the Freako Speeder. There we go. Got some figs. The sticker pieces are all here, except I'm missing the sticker that goes on the side of this white windscreen, and then the engines are also missing their stickers. But as far as I can tell, everything else is here. Everything else is complete. So yeah, get that one. We'll get that one listed, and then I think that means we're moving on to Ninjago next. Here are the parts for 7051 Tripod Invader from the Alien Conquest series. I had pulled these sticker parts out, and these are large pieces, and I was like, you know what, I know that this set is in here and I have the instructions for it, and I pulled 4 of these, and I was like, okay, let's just get this set done. So here are all of the parts ready to go. It's only 166 pieces, shouldn't take too long. I have most everything, but I am missing the head for the businessman guy, and I'm missing the legs for the alien. But other than that, it appears everything else is here, so I'm gonna build it. So I built another smaller Star Wars set that, of course, I already put away because, again, I forgot. It was the Sith's Night Speeder. That was the set. I'll put a picture of what that looks like up here. Nothing crazy, missing a couple things from it, but... And this is 7051. I figured I would go space themed on this stuff. So I guess on this video, I don't really know. I'm just kind of jumping to where it makes sense. And these parts kind of jumped out at me. So I was like, let's put this one together, because they're also bigger, a lot of bigger pieces. I'd like to start paring back some of the larger pieces and get those put away. But this is 7051. What is this called? This is called the Tripod Invader. Pretty cool little set. I am missing the guy's head and his legs, unfortunately, but there it is. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. It just you can kind of lift this up and then set it down. It kind of bounces. I'm not sure if it's supposed to do that, but kind of a cool design. It was fun to build. And then the little ship can come off as well, and then these can open up. This is used to like grab the guy, and yeah. So I'll get this one listed. All right, everybody, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, sorry the Star Wars sets were a little all over the place. I feel like I didn't show them off as much as I wanted to, but I've been trying to just like move through this as much as possible. So, but more to come. We have a ton of Ninjago, and I think that's going to be the next ones we tackle, because there's 5 or 6 sets, and one of them's really huge. So I think I'm going to start to tackle the really huge one first. But everybody, thank you again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in part 4 of this series. But until then, remember, keep on building. Jim out.